Okay, so let's look at this problem. For the transistor circuit shown, calculate the operating point. Operating point means the voltage across VCE and the current flowing through this, okay, IC. So you can see this is a fixed bias circuit, if you remember, okay, and here this data is given to you, VBE and beta. VBE is 0.7 volts and beta is 80, okay. So this VBE, this voltage is 0.7. so as you can, VBE means VB minus VE. So VE is already connected to ground, so you can see this as value of VB only, this potential, okay. And it is given that NPN, this is a NPN transistor. So N, P, N. P is connected to a positive value, N is connected to 0. So between these two, the voltage is positive, that is 0.7. So this is 0.7, this is 0, 0.7 minus 0 is 0.7. Okay, so what you conclude is emitter junction is forward biased, okay. So this is what you conclude, this VBE, because of this VBE the emitter junction is forward biased. Now there are only two possibilities. The transistor can be in saturation or can be in active region, depending upon this collector junction biasing, okay. Mind you, we are first testing whether the transistor is in active region or saturation region or cutoff region or inverse active region, okay. So mostly you will be seeing three, that is cutoff, saturation and active. We eliminated the possibility of cutoff because VBE is positive and it is in forward bias. So emitter junction is forward bias means it cannot be cutoff region, because for that, for cutoff region, transistor has to be in reverse bias, emitter junction has to be in reverse bias. So only two possibilities are left, either active or saturation. We are not calculating right now operating point, we are testing what is the mode of transistor, in which region it is working, okay. That is what we are testing. So just we will proceed. First you will write the KVL in the input loop, that is 12 volt 100 kilo ohm VB. So you will get 12 minus 100 kilo ohm IB minus VBE, where from here you can calculate IB is equal to 113 microampere, okay. Now I am assuming that transistor is in active region, okay. Now we are assuming the transistor is in active region. I chose there were only two possibilities, either saturation or active. I assume that it is in active region, so I can use this expression, that is IC is equal to beta IB. So beta is 80 given to you here and IB is 113 microampere, so IC you got is 9.04 milliampere, okay. So this current from here 1.5 kilo ohm, it is 9 milliampere, okay. Now we will move on. So till now you have your IC in your hand and you have assumed that it is active region, in active region. Now let's move on further. So here you can see I've applied KVL in output loop. So it will be 12 minus 1.5 into 10 to the power 3 IC minus VCE. So VCE will come out to be 12 minus 1.5 into 9.04. This is the value of IC which we have calculated, and this is what we are getting, minus 1.56 volt, the value of VCE. Although we have calculated our operating point IC and VCE, but we are still not sure in which region it is working, the transistor. And once the transistor is known in which region it is working, the answer may change, okay. That's why you have to be careful. So you saw the value of VCE, it is minus 1.56 volts. So this value is VCE saturation, which will be given to you, and it's a collector to emitter voltage 0.2 volt. So whatever you have calculated, whether it is coming between VCC, that is 12 volt, and VCE saturation volt, is it coming or not? So you saw that it is minus 1.56, which is not in this range, which means that it does not satisfy the condition, which means whatever you have assumed that your transistor will be in active region, it is not, because for active region it has to satisfy this condition. Since it is not satisfying it, your transistor has only one option left, that is saturation. Okay, in saturation region you will take this by default. Okay, VCE will be VCE saturation is equal to 0.2 volt, which will be given to you. So if you will observe carefully, you got one operating point. As soon as you realize that your transistor is in saturation region, you got one operating point, that is VCE, which is 0.2 volt. Now from this you can calculate the value of IC. IC is VCC, that is 12 volt, minus VCE saturation divided by 1.5K. Okay, which will give you 7.86 milliampere. So this is your quiescent point or operating point, 0.2 volt, which is this guy, and 7.86 milliampere, which is this guy. Okay, so the main motive of this example was to tell you that how we check for the region of transistor. Okay, although we got the values VCE equal to minus 1.56 and IC was equal to 9.04, when we saw that it is not in the same it was not in the active region, it was in saturation region, we got different answer. Okay, so here you can see that we got different answer, 7.86 and 0.2. So that's why transistor region is very important to check. So this may cause you confusion, and this may cause also different answer, means a wrong answer. You can come up to wrong answer if you are not careful about the region of the transistor. Okay, so we will see more examples now. Okay, let's look at another question. So here it is given a arrangement, fixed bias arrangement with RE. You can see here 50 ohm, 100 kilo ohm, IB current flowing through this branch, IC current flowing through this branch, VCC is 10 volt, ground, IC you have to take approximately equal to IC. This current means, and this current approximately you can take equal, and this is 100 ohm. Okay, V naught. For the transistor circuit shown, beta is given 100, IE is approximately equal to IC, VB is 0.7, it's not 0, actually it is not visible, so it is 0.7. okay, and you have to calculate the value of V naught. Okay, so now we will proceed the way we were proceeding. First apply the KVL at input loop. So here you have I have applied KVL at input loop. So what you will get is this 10 minus 10k IB minus VBE minus 100 IC equal to 0. Okay, if you will go ahead, this is what you will see. Okay, 10 minus 10k IB minus 0.7 minus 100 beta IB is equal to 0. Is equal to 0, I have forgot actually, and IB will be 9.3 divided by 10 to the power 4 plus 10 100 beta, so that will give you 0.465 milliampere. Okay, once you get the IB value, assume that the transistor is operating in active region. IC is equal to beta IB you can apply. So IC you will get is 46.5 milliampere. Now you apply the, so since we have IC assuming transistor was working in active region. Now if you will apply the KVL at the output loop, you will get this 10 minus 50 IC minus 100 IC minus VCE is equal to 0. So VC will come out to be 10 minus 150 into 46.5 into 10 power minus 3. That will give you 3.02 volt. And 3.02 volt is between V saturation and VCC. Okay, our VCC was I guess 10. Yeah. So you can see here VCC is 10 and our VC is coming out to be 3 volts and V saturation will be 0.2 volt. Okay, so it is working in active region. So now you can calculate the value of V0 which is required, which is 100 into IC. Why 100? Because the current across this is the voltage across this is resistance 100 ohm into the current, and current we can take IE approximately equal to IC. So you can use the value of IC and you will get 4.65 volt. Okay, so in this case you saw that it came out to be in active region. Okay, so we checked the transistor first and then we got the correct answer. Okay, so there was not much calculation, that's why. If it would have been came out saturation and we have assumed active, then again you have to do the calculation. These things we saw in first example. Okay, so yeah, answer will be 4.65. Okay, let's look at next example. So it is given for the transistor circuit shown, calculate the value of stability factor. Okay, stability factor we have to calculate. This is the arrangement given. Beta is equal to 49, VB is equal to 0.7 volt. This is given to us, and it is a collector to base bias. Collector to base bias, you can see arrangement. This is 2 kilo ohm resistor, 40 kilo ohm resistor, 60 kilo ohm resistor, 1 kilo ohm resistor in diameter. Okay, so we have to calculate the stability factor. So we have seen the expression already. We have derived an expression that we will use. Okay, so here it is. So the solution goes S is equal to, this we have already derived in collector to base bias section, 1 plus beta divided by 1 plus beta RC plus RE divided by RC plus RB plus RE. RC is 1 kilo ohm, RE is 1 kilo ohm, RC is 2 kilo ohm, and RB is 100 kilo ohm. Okay, 40k plus 60k. So this, and beta is 49, so 1 plus beta is 50 divided by 1 plus 49 into 3 divided by 103. Okay, so this will give you a stability factor of 20.6. So this was a small question. I wanted to include one more question here, that is this one, voltage to voltage bias circuit. So you can see this is the arrangement given, and you have to calculate the quiescent point and the stability factor both. Okay, so it's 3k, 15k, 2k, 18 volt, beta is 99, VB is 0.7 volt, and this is 1k. Okay, all the time we are considering NPN only, NPN transistor. This is base, this is collector, this is emitter. So the approach will be, first we will replace this part. We will replace this part with Thevenin equivalent. Okay, that is what we will do first. So here you can see that is what it has been done. So this is 15k, this is 33k, this is 18 volt. You apply voltage division, 3k divided by 15k plus 3k, that is this, into 18, that is VCC. So you will get the VTH from this side, looking from this side, which is 3 volt, and RTH will be just parallel of these two resistances, 3k into 15k divided by 18k, parallel combination, which is 2.5 kilo ohm. Okay, now we replace the circuit, this part, with the VTH and RTH. So what we will get is this circuit. Okay, so you can see it is now simple, 3k, 3V, 3 volt, 2.5 kilo ohm. That's what we have calculated, these both things. Now we can solve the question. So the current from here is IC plus IB, or you can say 1 plus beta IB. It is not showing. This is IC, and from here IB will be coming. Okay, 18 volt is as it is, and 2k is as it is, 1k is as it is. So if you will see if you will apply the input KVL, then you will get IB is equal to VTH minus VBE divided by 2.5k, this 2.5k plus 1 plus beta IB. This is IB. Okay, IB. Here the current flowing is 1 plus beta IB. Now if you will write it, then 3 minus 0.7 divided by 100 plus 2.5k. Okay, this is 2.5k is as it is, and 1 plus beta is beta value is 99 here, you can see. So 100 into 1000. So already it is, there was a k, so 1000 has been taken out, so you will get 22.4 microampere. Okay, this is the value of IB. Now let's calculate the value of IC. Considering it is, we will assume that it is in active region. We will assume that it is in active region. So IC is equal to beta IB you can apply, which is 99 into 22.4 microampere, which will give 2.217 milliampere. Okay, so IC plus IB, if you will calculate 1 plus beta IB, that is 2.24 milliampere, which is close. These two guys are close. Mostly emitter current and collector current both will be approximately same only. Okay, so now we have a value of IC, and we will use this value of IC plus IB in calculating VCE. So now you have VCE expression, VCC minus 2 into 10 to the power 3 IC minus 1k IC plus IB, and this we have got from output KVL. Okay, so if you will apply KVL at this output loop here, then you will get this expression. Okay, so so if you look here, 18, if you plug the values, you will get 18, 2k, 2.217 milliampere, which is this guy, and 1k into 2.24 milliampere, which is this guy. Okay, so you will get VC is equal to 11.37 volt. So our Q points are the value of IC and VC. So 11.32 volt and 2.2 milliampere. This is our question point, and you can see the value of VCE. Value of VCE is 11.32, and if you will check the value of VCC, that is 18 volt here. So it is less than 18 volt and it is greater than saturation voltage, that is 0.2 volt. So it means it is in active region. Okay, so it is satisfied. So Q point we have calculated. Now you plug the value, or if you want to calculate the value of S, we have derived it, the derivation in voltage bias circuit. So 1 plus beta upon 1 plus beta RE divided by RTH plus RE. Okay, so this is the expression. You plug the value just, and our beta is 99, RE is 1k, RTH is 2.5k, so you will get the value as 3.41. okay, so this is how the circuit is solved, and I hope it is clear. We will see more examples. Okay, so let's look at another example. So here it is given a problem. So it is a voltage bias circuit. So you can see 15 kilo ohm, 2 kilo ohm, 1 kilo ohm, 3 kilo ohm. Okay, this is NPN transistor. VB is 0.7 volt and beta is very large. This information we have to utilize carefully. Okay, you have to calculate the question points and stability factor. So now let's move into the solution. So you can see here the first thing we have utilized is IB is equal to IC divided by beta. Okay, if beta will be very high, which is given to us, IB will be negligible, very small. So you can say that IB will be approximately equal to 0, and this will always be valid. Okay, whenever the information is given that beta is very large, you quickly assume that IB is approximately equal to 0. One thing. Second thing, IC will be equal to, this current will be equal to IE. Okay, that is the meaning of beta very large. So this will be 0. So this current will be 0, and this current will be same. Okay, that is the meaning of beta is equal to very large. Now if you apply this on the circuit, so first thing I did is we have converted the voltage bias into VTH and RTH circuit. Okay, so I have not shown the calculation. 2.5 kilo ohm and 3 volt. This is the same we have got for the last example. So now if you apply the KVL at input loop, you this calculation you can all anyway do, right? Voltage division 3k divided by what is it, 3k divided by 15 plus 3k. Okay, this is same as what we have seen last example. So RTH, VTH, RTH. Okay, now if you will apply the input KVL, then you will get 3 minus 2.5k IB minus VBE minus 1k IC. Now IB is assumed to be 0, so you will get 3 minus VBE minus 1k IC is equal to 0, which means 3 minus 0.7 minus 1 kilo ohm IC is equal to 0, which means IC is equal to 2.3 divided by 1 kilo ohm or 2.3 milliampere. Now if you will apply the KVL at output loop, what you will get? Minus VCE here, minus VCE plus 18 minus 2k IC minus 1k IC is equal to 0, and VCE will be 18 minus 3k into 2.3 milliampere, which will give 11.1 volt. Okay, so this is 11.1 volt, which is 11.1 volt. If you will see here it is 18 volt given to us, VCC. So it is less than VCC, means it is in active region. Okay, so once you got it is in active region, the current will be 11.1 current will be 2.3 milliampere and VC is 11.1 volt. This is the value of IC, which is equal to IE as well. Okay, so it reduced the calculation for us, the beta value very large. Okay, now again calculate the value of S factor, that is 1 plus beta divided by 1 plus beta into RC divided by RTH, sorry, RE divided by RTH plus RE. Okay, so this will be approximately equal to beta upon beta RE divided by RTH plus RE. Okay, if you will see that it is similar to equation what if you will plug the value with 1, without 1 also it will be approximately equal. Okay, so RTH plus RE divided by RE, which is 2.5k plus 1k divided by 1k, which will give you 3.5. Okay, So this is one example. Now next example, if you will see, it is given here. Now this time we are taking a Zener diode as well in our arrangement. Okay, so this is a collector to base bias. Okay, this is IC current, IB is equal to IZ current, the current across the diode, and this is P side and this is N side. 0.7 volt VB IC plus IE current at in emitter branch. Okay, and 8 volt is the VCC. So you have to calculate the value of IZ, or you can say the value of IB we have to calculate. Okay, so the first thing we will do is we will check the diode in which state it is. So if you will assume that it is open, a diode is open, so this voltage is connected to 8 volt and this voltage is connected to VB 0.7 volt. So this voltage is 8 minus, so the voltage across this is 8 minus 0.7, which is 7.3. okay, and the Zener breakdown is 3.3 volt. So it will work in Zener mode, okay, breakdown mode. So you replace this Zener diode with 3.3 volt battery, positive here and negative here, and what you will get is this circuit. This here you can see. Okay, so this is 3.3 volt, this is 0.7 volt, this is VC. Okay, if you will apply from VC to ground, what you will get? KVL you are applying VC, KVL you are applying from collector to ground, you are getting potential at VC minus 3.3 volt minus 0.7 is equal to 0. So VC is equal to 4 volt. Okay, so this collector voltage is 4 volt, and this emitter is already ground. You can see here it is already ground, there is no resistance connected. Since there is no resistance connected, you can say that VCE is 4 volt. Okay, so from the next slide you will see VCE is 4 volt. So you got VC is equal to 4 volt. Now you got the value that that is less than 8 this is less than 8 volt, which is VCC value, which means it is in active region, and since it is in active region, IC plus IB will be 8 minus 4 divided by 10 power 3. So we have applied KVL in output loop. Here output loop we have applied the KVL in this branch. So you will get IC plus IB is equal to 8 minus 4 divided by 10 power 3, which is 4 milliampere. Okay, and if you want to calculate the value of IB, which is same as Zener current, then you can replace the value of IC with beta IB, and you divide the 4 milliampere with 1 plus beta value, which will give you 4 divided by 30 into 10 power minus 3. This is the value of IB. Okay, and which is also equal to IZ, which is comes out to be 0.1333 milliampere. So this is the answer. Okay, these are the two examples I wanted to mention here.